hello. Welcome to the Feel Good Factor. I'm Susmita Veganosaurus, and I'm so glad you're here today. If you enjoyed this episode, then sign up for my free, entertaining newsletter, The Feel Good Tribe. Go to veganosaurus.com/newsletter and sign up. The link is in the show notes. I'm not so arrogant as to think that mine is the best and only way to work, to live, to be. So then, who am I to force anyone or push anyone or even nudge anyone to live the way that I live my life? To do the things that I do. This is a difference between being inspirational and aspirational. Aspirational content, aspirational teaching, that is when you want people to be exactly like you, to want the life that you live, to behave the way that you live. However, sharing inspirational content, messages, teaching, anything, that is a way to encourage people to be the best version of themselves. And by best, I mean the most fulfilled, joyful version of themselves. As a business owner, when you look at other businesses, which are similar to yours or possibly a little bigger than yours, who do the kind of work that you are doing, look at them through the lens of inspiration, not aspiration. You are made up of your unique life circumstances, your own talents and skills, your personality traits, every single thing that's happened to you throughout your life, your whole experience, a collection of experiences, defines you, has sculpted you, made you who you are, made you, filled you up with certain talents and skills, made you capable of certain things, interested in certain things, and not other things. Lean into this uniqueness, this individuality, this authentic, true inner self that lives within you. When you aspire to be like somebody else, like another artist you admire or another business that you want your business to be like, then you're going to invariably force yourself to do things that are not suitable for you. And the expectations you put on yourself will truly be unrealistic. But instead of trying to be exactly like them, trying to do exactly what they do, be inspired instead. Notice how they are being their best selves. Notice how comfortable they are in their own authenticity, their kindness, their love, how they allow themselves to shine through their skills, their inherent talents, their compassion, their vulnerability, and be inspired to be more of everything that is good within yourself and bring that out into your business. Comparisonitis is such a common disease in our times, right? We're looking at others, we're comparing our lives, ourselves, what we have, what we do with somebody else. And it happens all the time, and even subconsciously, unconsciously, we do it because we're so exposed to all kinds of people and things in social media, people putting, many times people don't even show their true selves online, right? And we're looking at that, and then we compare our own way of living and sense of well-being and the way we create and the followers we have, or the success, the growth, all of it we compare it with others quite often, and that is not at all a healthy way to live. When you aspire to be like somebody else, then comparison is a part of it. However, if you're inspired by somebody else, then you can be your own self and be comfortable in it without comparing yourself apples to apples with them. Another advantage of being inspired versus trying to want to be like somebody else, trying to aspire to be like somebody else, is that um, everybody respects each other's, creativity, each other's rights to be who they are, their own ideas. You don't you don't steal anything from anybody else. You get inspired by them, yes, but you do not steal outright. But when somebody is aspiring to be like somebody else, they end up copying them. And they become poor imitations of somebody else instead of being their own true best selves. Now, these are important things to learn in your personal life, right? We all need to know this in our personal lives. But as business owners, especially conscious business owners or creators who create for a specific cause, artists, teachers, whatever you're doing, right? Especially if you're in the conscious movement, if you care about something bigger than you. Like in my case, it's veganism. I'm a big part of the vegan movement, and whatever work I do is most of it is for the vegan cause. When we are in a conscious, so conscious community, part of a conscious community, conscious business community, especially, then it's even more important for us to not compare and instead, just be a part of the community and bring your own unique self and energy into that community. You not only should not try aspire to be like somebody else, but you shouldn't even encourage others to aspire to be like you. No showing that, oh look, I'm the best, I'm the greatest, so you need to be like me. Not even a whiff of that needs to be there in your own business. The more inspirational you are, the more you encourage others around you in your community, the newbies, to be their best version of their selves, their happiest and most fulfilled and most creative version of their selves, fearlessly, if they can do that. If the more you encourage that, the stronger the cause is going to become, the stronger the community, the movement is going to become. Because then it's not about just this one person, there is no narcissism there. It's about all of us together, and nobody is better than the others. So, yeah, that's it for today. I just wanted to talk about inspiration versus aspiration, and I hope that that definition, that clear difference between the two, will help you make some important decisions about uh, the decisions you make in your business, of course, the actions you take in your business, in your marketing, in your creativity, but also about who to follow, who not to follow. Uh, what kinds of things you need to take away from somebody you listen to, whether it is somebody big on social media or a small teacher, a coach, anybody. How you imbibe the lessons from others changes when you decide to be inspired instead of aspiring to be like somebody else. All right, thank you so much for listening to the Feel Good Factor. I'm Susmita Veganosaurus. If you enjoyed this episode, sign up for my free newsletter, The Feel Good Tribe. Go to veganosaurus.com/newsletter and sign up. All right, talk to you again next week. Take care. Bye.